Good afternoon, dear students and friends. Welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. As our social science series is going on for the Karnataka State Boards, in this video we are going to discuss about 9th standard chapter number 1 Western religions. This is the explanation part 2025 and 26. Related to this chapter, already you have done first part video I have uploaded. This is the second part. Okay, it's the second part of the Western religions. So without a delay, let's start today's lesson called Western religions. Okay, after this lesson, what we are going to study? Those are things means what we are going to learn. Judaism, already we came to know. The teaching of Judaism we know. The growth of Judaism we have completed. In this video, we are going to come to know about the Zoroastrianism, Christianity and Islam, the life of Jesus Christ and Muhammad Paigambar, teachings of Zoroastrianism, Christianity and Islam we are going to do, and Judaism's cheatings were got over. Now move to the first stage. What? Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism, yeah, we can call it as a Parsi religion also. Both are same. Okay. Zoroastrianism, a Parsi religion, originated in Persia. Persia means today's Iran. It has its own influence in India. Means Parsi people and Parsi religion has, Zoroastrianism has its own influence in the India. Okay. Zoroastrianism ಅನ್ನೋದೇನ್ರಿ ಇದು ಪಾರ್ಸಿ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ ರೀ. ಇದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಇರಾನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹುಡ್ತದೆ. ದೇ ಕೇಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಇನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್. They came to India. Who? Zoroastrianism, yeah, Parsi people came to India when the attacks was done by the Muslims on India that time. During that time they came to India and they settled down. It is important to note that India has the largest population of Parsi than any other part of the world. In India, the entire world, Parsi people's population is more in India compared to the other countries, other part in the world. Their contribution to Indian economy, army and Indian independent movement is enormous, means in a very large of size. They have given a lot of contributions, like the people like Ratan Tata, who belongs to the Parsi religion or Zoroastrianism. Sham Manekshaw belongs to the Parsi religion. Dadabhai Nauroji as a politician, defense, business, economy, these are the people. Okay, now move to the Zoroastrianism religions. Yeah, Parsi religion was founded by the founder of this religion was Zoroastrianism. Zarathustra. He was founded in a 6 BCE. BCE means before common era. Before common era. He was an Iranian prophet. That he is the Iranian prophet and a religious reformer. So because of his name, what is his name? Zoroastra. On his name only you have the religion Zoroastrianism. Their god is, the god of the Zoroastrianism is Ahura Mazda. The god is Ahura Mazda. Fasting is a one their practice. First, very important, they are going to believe in a fasting. Second one is celibate and purity are their main practices. Celibate means what? Unmarried person throughout the life. They haven't have marriage, children's. If you are going to fasting, if you are going to unmarried throughout the life, and if you have the purity, then you are the means these are the best practices, and these are the only the teachings of the what Zoroastrianism. Parsi religion is more similar to the Vedic rituals and practices. Parsi religion has a comparative similarity with the Vedic rituals, our Vedas. Okay. For example, their belief that they are going to believe, and we are also going to believe that good will be victorious over the evil in the conflict. Whenever the war may be going on, that time the always the good will going to get the victory on the evil. Okay. And one more word is that in our Vedic religion we have the worship of sun, and even the Parsi also had. Okay, they had the holy book. The Parsi people had the holy book. The holy book name is called. The holy book name is called it as a Janda Avesta. Janda Avesta is the book name. Okay, and it is going to means the book, holy book is going to contains by the slokas, and those are going to call it as a gatas. Gata, yeah, gata. Okay, the rituals related to the worship is the whatever the the rituals related to the worship is going to call it as, yeah, we are going to name in a especially we are going to call it as a asana. Yeah, asana. It can be noted that these words are of Sanskrit version. These gata, yagatas, janda, avesta, ya, asan, these are all have the originality in our Sanskrit language. Okay, so I hope you understood the things. Now move to the Christianity. Christianity we are going to consider as a world's largest religion, and the founder of the Christianity is Jesus Christ. The birthplace of the Jesus is Bethlehem. This is the birthplace, and it is 5 kilometers away from the Jerusalem. Where it is? It was located in Judea provinces. Okay, and let me show you here. Okay, the difference distance between Bethlehem is here and Jerusalem, and Bethlehem will be going to located in where? In Israel. This is the Israel, and here will be the Bethlehem, and here only comes the Jerusalem. Okay, why Jerusalem we have to remember? Because of that even Christianity, Islam and Jewish people have their holy place over there. Okay, because of that. He was the only son of the poor couple, that is Joseph and Mary. These are the parents of the Jesus Christ. The parents of the Jesus Christ is what? Joseph is the father and Mary is the mother. And about him, we didn't know about much more about him. We know about that he knew the languages. One is Aramaic and Semitic. These are the two languages. These are the famous languages in European continent. So he know them. Okay, now move to the. This is what here it is. These are the areas. Should we know that about what Israel and all. Okay. So next move to the at this time means when the people are waiting, when the Jewish people are going to waiting for the arrival of the Messiah. They are waiting for the Messiah. Messiah means the religious leader. What we are going to call itself God only we are going to consider. Okay, so they are waiting for that. Why? Because they want to escape from their problems. Because over there So many problems they are facing. Okay, and at the same time there is a person, his name is called John, and he had predicted, he has assumed that the arrival of the Messiah. He is what is that religious preacher, who is that John was the religious preacher, a teacher. Okay, he used to, by himself he used to that baptize. He will going to, he is the baptize means dikshe ಕೊಡುವಂತ ನೋಡಿ, dikshe. Okay, the people who came to him. Even Jesus was baptized by the, when the Jesus was born, then afterwards he was came to the one certain age, then he got the baptized by the John. And okay, John was declared by himself Jesus as the Messiah. Messiah means God only. Jesus was, when he was complete the 30 years, at that time he started traveling from, especially in Israel. Okay, and started the preachings of philosophy, of his religious philosophy was started teaching to the people. Okay, over a period of time Jews choose Jesus as their religious leader in place of the orthodox Jewish leader. They have chosen him as their leader. Okay, and he had the students, we are going to call them as a disciples 12 were there. Means disciples means what? Followers. Okay, yeah, students, and those are going to call it as apostles. We are going to call them apostles to the follower of the Jesus. And in that Peter was the first apostle of the Jesus. Jesus has a sympathy with the helpless people, and who are suffered from the diseases. He has the sympathy towards them. Two kinds of people, one is helpless and one more is who has who are suffering from the diseases. He always going to forward for what? To alleviate the suffering of the people, means to provide them his services to them. Okay, so now come to the next point, crucifixion of the Christ. Crucifixion means, here it is a picture, you can come to know how they are going to kill him. Okay, that is, the Jews consider Jesus as their Messiah. They are going to consider him as he is the Messiah, and he became very popular in Israel and Judea, both provinces. When Jesus began rejecting the religious dogmas, Jewish fundamentalists who are going to believe in Judaism, they started opposing him. They are going to believe in Judaism. They started opposing him. Due to all these reasons, when Jesus visited to the Jerusalem, from the 5 kilometer away, that from Bethlehem to Jerusalem is 5 kilometers away. So that time they have the people, the soldiers of the Jews, they arrested him. Okay, and they handed him over to the governor of the Rome. Rome means, that time it was a famous kingdom. It was there in Rome. Okay, and they had the control over by till the Jerusalem, and they hand over him. Then he ordered, the governor of the Rome, he was ordered that crucifixion of the Jesus means to kill him. Okay, where they have crucified him, that is very important. They are going to ask you the question, where they have crucified Jesus, that is Hilek Golgotha, Golgotha. Okay, this is the place. Okay, then by the who had, that is Roman soldiers. Now come to the teachings of the Jesus Christ. The preachings of the Jesus Christ are very simple to follow. They are told in the form of the stories. They are maybe in a stories. They are there in a form of the stories. Otherwise, they may be there in a parables. Parables means it is a parables means what? It is a simple story used to illustrate or to convey the morality lessons or spiritual lessons. Okay, God is one according to the teaching. First teaching of the Jesus Christ is what? God is one, and He is the most merciful. He has the mercy. Okay, love. Okay, who has the mercy means who has the excuse the people. Okay, He is the creator of entire creation. Everyone should develop the brotherhood feelings about the others. Loving the people who are in distress is equal to worshipping God. Distress means they are there in a like a extreme anxiety, pain, sorrow. They may be there. If you are going to love them, if you are going to serve for them, it is equal to the worship of the God according to the Jesus. Now move to the fourth one. One should serve the other without accepting anything from them. Serving people is equal to the worship of God. If one repents for his mistakes, God will going to forgive him. If we are going to regret by ourselves in front of the God about our mistakes, God will go to forgive us. Okay, love your enemy. Okay, do good to the people who try to harm you. Means in collectively we can say his preachings are based on what? His preachings are going to based on, first one is love, service and brotherhood. These are the three principles. Now come to the spread of Christianity. After the crucifixion of Jesus, his disciples, his students were going to tortured, and some of them are going to crucified. During this time, Constantine Constantine of the Rome, okay, Emperor Constantine of Christianity was adopted as the state religion. He adopted, Emperor Constantine adopted Christianity was as the state religion. Afterwards, slowly it was going to spread it to the throughout the Europe. After that, the first person is Emperor Constantine Christianity. Okay, Christian churches are founded throughout the world today. We can see the churches and have a large number of followers. That's why I said that in beginning only. It's the world's largest religion. Okay, the Bible is their holy book. Bible you will going to consider the holy book. Now come to the sects in a group in the Christianity. You know that Christianity had the control by the Rome Catholics. Okay, till the 16th century. But afterwards it was going to divided in a branches. Okay, why? Because slowly the Christianity was going to went behind the reach of the common people. Means they are not going to understand this one. Only who will going to priest will going to understand them. The Pope will going to understand the teachings. Means they have made like that. They have made, they have written the Bible in a very difficult language that was not going to interpret by the common people, and they are spreading so many what you are going to call it, superstitious practices. They are going to motivate to the people to follow the superstitious for means practices. So many things they are going to, on the name of, means they are started misusing the God's name. On the God name they are going to started taking the money and all the things. Okay, So, because of that, when the churches were dominated by the priests and landlords, that time the common people are started opposing the religious practices. At that time in Germany, we have the person name is called Martin Luther, who started the Reformation movement, religious Reformation movement, and the follower of the Martin Luther were going to started calling as a Protestant. Means after some time the Christianity was going to divide in a two part. First it is Catholics were there, afterwards it is Protestant are there. Now move to the next point. It is what? Islam religion. Islam is originated in Arabia. Arabia is located in today's Saudi Arabia. Okay, today's Saudi Arabia. Okay, here it is Saudi Arabia. Okay, Arabia. Okay, we are going to call it as a peninsula. Why peninsula? Three sides it is covered by the water. Here it is the water. This side also you have the water. And three sides it was going to covered by the water. But that three sides it is covered by the water. Okay. Then it is and west of the Asia. In Asia it will be going to located. Okay. In Asia it is located. Here it is. This is the Saudi Arabia. It is. Okay. And three side we have the water, and this is the west direction. Okay. It is the west direction of the Asia. So we are going to call it as a peninsula of the West Asia. It is basically what it is. Totally desert it is. But that Arabia is totally what kind of land it is? It is totally what kind of land it is? It is desert, and it is not going to suitable for the agriculture. Then people of the Arabia, they started moving, means they are also like a nomadic tribes. Okay, so they migrated to the fertile lands and settle in a places where water is available. In that, most important places are, one is Mecca and one more is Medina. Here it is Mecca, it is here Mecca, and here it is Medina. Okay, Mecca and Medina, they went to there. Okay, okay, this is the, so what is that? Today's Saudi Arabia, Arabian place. From there to they went to the Mecca and Medina as a fertile lands, they both. Okay. Then the Prophet Muhammad Paigambar is the founder of the Islam religion. We are going to consider Muhammad Paigambar is the founder of this. So please note down this one. Prophet Muhammad Paigambar will going to consider as a their founder. Okay. Then next it is, he was born at the Mecca in 570, and his parents were, one is means his father is Abdullah and mother is Amina. Okay, and his father had died before the birth of the Muhammad, and even he lost his mother when he was there in a age of 6 years. Okay, then after some times he was going to grown up under the care of his uncle, and who is, means his uncle was basically as a trader. He traveled from place to places because of he is the trader, he has to, okay, to sell his product, he was going to travel in place to place. Then after means along with him, his uncle Muhammad also going to travel also, means in different places. But after some times Muhammad was going to appointed in a rich widow's house, that is her name is called Khadija. She is the widow. Widow means who lost her husband. The women who lost the husband, we are going to call them as a widow. Okay. Later he married that Khadija only. He got married with Khadija only later on. Afterwards they had 2 sons and 4 daughters. Total 6 children. Okay. He had. Then he always has the introspecting and meditating, means most of the time he is going to sit alone by himself, he is going to quiet, and he is always going to involve in a meditations Muhammad. Then after some time he has started meditating in a distant place from his home, that is Mount Hira in the Mecca, a place Mount Hira, it is a cave, and in that is where it was, it is there in a Mecca. Okay. Once when he was meditating, that time he heard the voice, of an angel. Okay. And that angel said, that voice said to him that, Muhammad, you are the prophet of Allah, a God. He heard that. Then he came back to home and he convinced his family members, relatives and friends. Then afterwards he became the prophet. Prophet means messenger. Okay, messenger of God. Okay. After that, he never referred himself as a God. He was never said that he is the God. He said that he is the prophet of Allah. Yeah, he said that he is the prophet of God. He is the messenger of God. He is not a God by the Muhammad Paigambar. Okay. Then he started preaching. He started what we are going to call teaching. Then all the teachings were going to written in a one book. That book name is called, collectively that book name is called as a Quran, and Quran will going to consider as a holy book of the Islam. Okay. When he got that much of popularity, then Orthodox community, Orthodox means traditional people of the Mecca, they started opposing him. They started opposing him because he was going to declare that what is the prophet. So the people, the what we are going to call, the Orthodox people, they are not going to digest the thing. Okay, they started opposing him. Then they even started to means opposing him, means then afterwards by himself, means they are not going to allow him to preach, they are not going to allow him to teach in the Mecca. Then in a year of, this is very important, please pay attention from here to here, from here to till here, this is very important. Why? In the year of 622, he travelled from Mecca to Medina, and this journey is going to call it as a hijrah in the history. We are going to call it as a hijrah in the history. Sometimes they are going to ask the question, what is the meaning of hijrah? Hijrah means what? In the year of 622, Muhammad Paigambar travelled from Mecca to Medina with his followers. This journey is called it as what? Hijrah. Okay. And he settled down in Medina for the sometimes. He settled down in Medina. Okay. And after some times he brought the many small tribes of the Arabia together, and then afterwards he by himself he came to know that his strength. Then he moved to Mecca again with his followers, means he enhanced his followers in Medina. Then afterwards he came to know now he got the more followers. Then afterwards he went back to the Mecca with his followers, and then afterwards he had died in a Mecca only in a year of 632. Okay, after the Hijrah incident. Okay, now come to the teachings of Islam's. Islam means what? You should be remember that Islam means what? Islam itself, it is a meaning of submission of oneself before the God. Means should be submit ourselves to the God. And what it means? Muslims means follower of God, follower of God. So here we have the teachings of Islam here. In that first one is God is one, means they are going to believe in monotheism. Okay. For that God is one, and we have only simple prayer enough to win the heart of the God. According to the Islam, you have only one God, you have to believe in only one God, and to win the God heart, you have the mercy of the God, then you have to only simple prayers for every day 5 times. Okay. Then one should lead an honest and principled life. You should be have the honest life, and that should be the principled life. And you should be keep away from all the bad habits. You should be away from the all the bad habits. Okay, and one should have respect for the women, and they have the compassion for the poor and weak people. They should be have the sympathy. Compassion means sympathy towards the poor and weak people. Now come to the rituals of the Islam. There are 5 rituals are there in Islam. One is kalima. Kalima means what? You have to believe in only one God, that is Allah. Okay, and second thing is that Muhammad is his prophet, yeah, messenger of Allah. One thing. Namaz. It is called namaz means what? Prayer for Allah for 5 times a day. Roza, you have to be, I hope you may be aware about Roza. Roza is what? Fasting during the month of Ramjan. Then zakat. Zakat means what? You should be keep a sum of amount, income aside, and you have to donate that amount to the poor people. Then Hajj. Hajj means it is a pilgrimage to the what? Mecca once in a lifetime. Means you should be have the journey. You should be visit once to the Mecca in throughout the life, and here in Mecca this is the place we have to visit once in our life. Okay, now move to the sects. Branches in Islam are 2. One is Shia and one more is Sunni. Okay, so note is there here. BCE means what? Before Common Era. Already I have mentioned, and wherever in this textbook they are not going to mention in front of before or after the years they have mentioned. No, if they are not going to mention BCE, then consider that it is CE. CE means Common Era. Okay, so I hope you understood the lesson, my dear. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment. Once again, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.